superstition at all. That's all. You know, all this superstition and all this stuff. It's dead simple. It's dead simple. I just explain how reality works. If you said to people, when you look through your eyes, can you see everything that exists in the space you're looking at? What they're going to say? They're going to say yes, but they can't. What we call the world is a ridiculously narrow band of frequency called visible light and the electromagnetic spectrum. And according to mainstream science, the electromagnetic spectrum and visible light, which is the only world reality that we can see, is a smear of the electromagnetic spectrum. Mainstream science says that that spectrum, never mind visible light, represents about 0.005% of what exists in the universe. And some say it's a bit more, but not much. So we don't live in a world. We live in a band of frequency, which our body-brain, if you like, decoding system can decode into a reality, a holographic reality. And therefore, infinity exists outside this narrow band of frequency, but we can't see it, just as when you're tuned to a radio station or a television station, you only experience that frequency, that station, that reality. What happens when you switch the zapper is you switch to a different, if you like, frequency, and you get a different reality. Instantly, we call them different channels. Now, these different realities operate in different bands of frequency. And just like radio frequencies, etc., these bands of frequency, as long as they're not too close on the dial to each other when you get interference, they can share the same space without being affecting all the others, and each one not even being aware that all the others exist. So we are basically experiencing a holographic television channel, which we call the world. And outside of that are all the other realities of infinite reality. And only when these realities get close on the dial do you get interference. And one of those areas of interference, if you like, is what we call ghosts and paranormal things and such like. When you get two radio stations close on the dial, you get interference. One is the dominant one you can hear, and the other one is you can't hear it, but you can but you can hear it. It's interfering. Well, in a visual form, that's what a ghost is. It's operating on a level of frequency that's not spot on the one that we are experiencing. Thus, it doesn't look solid like it would if it was on our frequency. But it's interfering enough that you can see it, especially if you're sensitive. And this is sensitive in terms of frequencies. So this is why someone will stand in a room with someone and they'll say, "There's a ghost over there." And the other person will say, don't be a prat. I can't see anything. Be different sensitivities. Now, what psychics are doing, and when we talk about psychics and mediums, you've got to make sure you've got a good one, because there's lots of people out there claiming to be armed, but you get a good one.
How do you know the difference?
They can expand their frequency range that they can connect with beyond the normal range of human frequency, and they can tap in to frequencies that are outside of the normal human range, and you can pick up information from outside.